My dear friends, we are in the 18th chapter of Gospel of Matthew, and today's pericope passage is from 15 to 25 verses. And in these 5 verses, the biblical scholars would divide this passage into 2. One is correction, fraternal correction, and one is prayer in common. Correcting somebody is a difficult task. It is not so easy to go and settle the issue. But today Jesus gives us a beautiful methodology, a guiding textbook type of reconciliation, correction to the brothers and sisters. Here it is brother. Let's be inclusive in our language to brothers and sisters. And the main mind behind any correction should be love. I hear many times, Father, I gave him right and left. I corrected him. I gave him tit for tat. This is not correction that Jesus wants here. I correct because I want to correct. No, my friends. I correct because I feel hurt within, yet I correct. So the basic premise of correction is love. When you don't feel love for that brother or sister, the correction has no meaning. In fact, the correction could be retaliation or a revenge that you want to seek. I read it somewhere. The person said this: if you want to correct somebody and you feel happy within to correct him, that means you are not correcting with a genuine reason. You are correcting maybe to settle scores, but you feel difficult. You feel really hard to correct, and yet with the help of Holy Spirit you correct. That means that correction is genuine. First thing he says is, our thing is, when somebody hurts us, wrongs us, we tell the whole world, we isolate that person. That person doesn't know anything, but the whole mohalla, the whole village, the whole neighborhood, the whole workplace knows everything. But poor person doesn't know anything. Jesus says, first, before telling the world, that's the last resort. You go in silence, in privacy, alone. You go to that brother, you go to that sister, and then start settling. Tell him what wrong he has done or she has done, alone, between you and the person who has done wrong. If he doesn't listen to you, then you get good 2-3 persons who have good repute, not the ones who will tell the whole world, and then settle it nicely. And if that thing doesn't happen, then the last thing would be to call the group, church, it is said community, and settle. And even things don't get settled, you see for yourself. Don't tag him like that, you are a pagan. That is not said here. Jesus says, you think that he is a pagan, and leave him. This is a nice way, I feel, to settle. And in that process, healing will take place. Sometimes we need to bring to the notice of our brothers and sisters. I'll give a simple example. This may not be related to faith. When I was doing my college, I was put in a parish, and I had very hard time with my language, English, especially English. And I would mispronounce certain words and had my few mannerisms, like I would say, every sentence I would say, just like a mannerism. And my parish priest told me, brother, if you really want to improve, be aware of this. You are not aware, Sometimes these two words get slipped from your tongue, kitchen and chicken. Be aware of that. Also these mannerisms, every time you say, that helped me. I could have retaliated, but I said, this man is saying, not because he wants to put me down, but this priest is saying, because he wants me to see, improving my language. Today, most of the time, I'm aware when I say, I know. Why? Because somebody had brought to my notice a decade ago. This time, this kind of fraternal correction may not be only faith related, but in any area you want to see your brother, your sister excel in life. The motive should be for the development, progress, love of the brother or sister, not to see him, ridicule him. If that is your motive, to put him down, the corrections have no meaning. The corrections may be for your ulterior motive. But you really want to see your brother, your sister excel. You get pain within to correct. You don't like to correct, yet you correct. Like Saint Thomas Aquinas would say, this is an act of charity. This is an act of charity. Difficult, but in this we show love. Let us close our eyes and remember for the times we have left our brother just because we don't want to invite unnecessary trouble, or we have ridiculed our brother or sister who had genuinely come to us and said, sister, this is what wrong you are doing. Brother, this is what you are doing. I don't like it. And you did not pay heed to their request, to their correction. Let us be sorry and take today heart to correct in a nice way, and also accept corrections from others.